Good morning, everyone. Market is about to open right now. Bitcoin looks like it just left a very large rejection wick at London low and tapped into that H1 fair value up down there, which is in discount of our higher time frame range. So I might be open to taking something here. We just haven't inverted a fair value yet. Nasdaq's dumping. Oh my gosh. There was a pre-market 1 minute kill shot setup, but it was pre-market, so I don't take those. But geez, Nasdaq is dumping. All right, looks like Bitcoin's gonna continue lower, so we're not gonna get a opportunity there. We'll see what Nasdaq does at all these lows, because we do have this lower time frame 15-minute discount range, and it looks like we just swept all these lows. And if we get some kind of big push back up, that could be a potential opportunity to go long on Nasdaq. We are in discount of this higher time frame range. We're in discount now of this lower time frame range, the 15-minute. So we'll see what it kind of gives us here, but let's wait for the proper setup. Gold hasn't really done anything yet. Maybe Bitcoin is going to give us something here. We'll see. Good morning, everyone. Good morning. Watching this Bitcoin candle here, this could give us what we want. I just need the 1 minute inversion. I'll show you guys what I mean once this 1 minute candle closes. See if it gives it to us. Looks like it wants to do it. We're in. It gave us a really bad fill. We'll see what it does for us, but All right, holy smokes, Nasdaq. All right, Nasdaq's not going to give us what we're looking for here. Dang that. Oh, why can't I have this set up before the market opened? Okay, Nasdaq blasted through everything, so we're going to have to be patient here. My background is... Oh, you're right. My bad. Sorry, I just fixed that. What's up, man? Good morning. Hope you're having a great day. All right, let me set up the Bitcoin trade we're currently in. We got a terrible fill on it because it just pushed up so high once that candle closed. But first target is this M5 high. Okay. And then we have more targets above us at these M5 highs, these day 50%. Bearish on Nasdaq, bullish on Bitcoin at the moment. We'll see what Bitcoin kind of gives us. We've been very bearish all week, but the way that Bitcoin just set up, we were in a higher time frame footprint. This fair value gap, we hit into London low over here to the left and gave a two pretty large rejection wicks off this low. So I'm hoping that we can see some kind of bounce to some 5-minute external range liquidity. But what Bitcoin could do is follow Nasdaq and dive also, which would be kind of a bummer if it did. We'll see what happens here though. Nasdaq is full-fledged free falling right now. Good. I love it. But yeah, Nasdaq right now is bearish for sure. We'll see what happens. I don't have any setups for me at the moment. All the setups happen pre-market. So I'm just going to sit on my hands now until something comes up with Nasdaq or gold. Gold's getting close to this M5 high that maybe that could tap into and maybe give us some kind of short opportunity on gold. We would be in premium of this smaller 5-minute range and then potentially in premium of this higher time frame range, which I think is the 1-hour range. Yeah, I think this is a 1-hour range here. So that'd be a good place to potentially short. Unless gold wants to go to London high. I'll be patient and watch what it does in this level here though. I think so. I didn't take any. I don't think I took any trades yesterday on Nasdaq. I just didn't get any setups. Oh, let me change this real fast because we might get stopped out here on Bitcoin. Our stop loss is right there because I got such a bad fill. And honestly, I think it's kind of a bummer, but I don't know if this 1-minute kill shot is going to work on Bitcoin here. It just inverted all the 1-minute fair value gaps that gave us that momentum to the upside, leaving this wick, and so now it's looking kind of bearish. So where my stop is at the body candle closes. So if it's gonna go there, it's gonna go to those wicks. So all right, Nasdaq is at London low. We'll see what it does here. Because we do have this very large now impulse, right? This is a great example of what I mean by impulse ranges, right? I know a lot of people asking in content and stuff like, what do you mean by impulse range? This is an impulse range, right? Price moves strongly and has seen no retracement yet. There we go. Holy smokes, Bitcoin. Thank you. All right, stop loss is now moved to this low. I'm going to be patient here. Just because it leaves a wick off London low does not mean I'm going to take an entry. I kind of want to see if there's a liquidity sweep after it taps into London low. So we'll see. Well, Bitcoin was giving me some good momentum. We'll see if it holds. Yeah, we might get stopped out here on Bitcoin. But on the, we might not get a dub here. Yep. Okay, we just got stopped out on our Bitcoin position. We'll mark that one out, leave that there. Okay. Now we'll be a little bit more patient, see what it gives us. That one took I'll show you guys what that one took. That was a $43.47 loss on Bitcoin on that one. So hopefully we can turn that around today. What drawing tool did you use to mark out London and Asia high low? I just use this tool, the horizontal ray, and then I add text on there. So I just use a horizontal ray like this, and then I just add text at the end. You can add text in settings of what you want it to say. So I just use the horizontal tool. Jeez, look at Nasdaq. Oh my gosh. Wow. Nasdaq's still free falling. That's the signal that we lost that trade. All right, let's see. I'm kind of bummed that Bitcoin didn't really give us a... Oh, shoot. Did I miss it? Did it? I don't think so. Yeah, I don't think so. Jeez, you could have literally pressed sell at any moment on Nasdaq and you'd be just in profit. I'm interested to see if Bitcoin will hit into this H1 low down here and see if it gives us something at that level. The little X's you see on my screen are levels I'm looking at that, okay, what is price going to do at those levels, right? Okay. Dang. All right, we're going to take another stab here at Bitcoin. It just failed to displace these lows here and inverted a fair value gap on the 1 minute. These lows here in that H1 fair value gap. And so we'll see if it gives me anything. And gave a large displacement candle to the upside. Nasdaq is also starting to see some momentum. Nasdaq didn't set me up for anything, so I can't take a trade. But it's starting to see some bullish momentum. So is gold over here. Okay. Is this stream freezing? Can you guys let me know if the stream is freezing up? Someone just said in the chat that the stream might be freezing. Let me know. Inverse fair value up, but we took the long, like, way up here. Where's my position? Yeah. There we go. That's a little better. We have it at this high here. All right, that high is actually pretty valid. We're gonna shoot for this high. This external range liquidity right there. All right, gold, what are you doing? Okay. Gold. No fair value gaps. This fair value gap right there. Gold just tapped into one of our targets, London high, in a premium of all these ranges, and looks like it's seeing a large rejection off of there. So I'm gonna watch on the 1 minute time frame, see if gold inverts this fair value gap, and then we might have a position here also. Let's see what would be kind of risky on this trade. It's a larger position, but sell at the premium on NQ. Yeah, that'd be a good idea. Like, right, you have this impulse range. So you have this impulse range. The blue on my screen would be premium, and there's a big 5-minute fair value gap there. So my guess is that would be a good target to try to sell in, right? But right now we're in discount. So we're either going to see continuation and continue this impulse range, or we're going to see some kind of retracement to go long to potentially target this unfilled 5, the 50% mark of this range, things like that. But so far I haven't gotten any confirmation to do that on Nasdaq. Bitcoin's looking pretty good right now. Okay. Trying to be diligent here and watch all of these at the same time. That'd be what the position looks like. First TP. Right there. Second TP probably right there. Let's see. Yeah. There, and then yeah. Really we want a minimal target the bottom of this range. I got such a bad fill on Bitcoin, this Bitcoin position. Thank you so much for liking the stream. I appreciate you guys. If you can, like the stream, share it. Let's see what the 5-minute looks like here on the gold. Okay. I like the way it rejected off this London high. If we get this inversion, I'll be open to taking the short here on gold. Bitcoin, I'm watching the way it reacts to this 5-minute high. There's no 1-minute fair value gaps for it to invert for a long time. So I'm just watching to see, do we get some kind of rejection here and does it fall all the way back down? But I'm hoping Bitcoin can push through these highs here. We did hit into this lower time or higher time frame key point of interest, this fair value gap with the liquidity sweep. So hopefully it plays out in our favor. Right now, I don't really have a place I can move my stops. to take off some risk. So we'll see what Bitcoin gives us here. I'm not gonna try to force anything. Or right now, my stop loss on Bitcoin is at these 5-minute lows, these the candle body lows. Move this off to the side so it's just not in our view. Now, if Nasdaq comes down and sweeps this low and leaves a nice rejection wick off of it, like I need to see something pretty nice off this low, and like it pushing back up, I could see us potentially going long down here to try to target some of these unfilled 5-minute fair value gaps or this liquidity up here. So we'll see what it gives us. If the 1-minute time frame on Bitcoin can break above this high, I will be putting my stops to this low here. What's that? I always hear that beeping noise. What is that? All right, Bitcoin's looking pretty good, actually. I'm liking what I'm seeing here. Entry on our Bitcoin position was 89,886.3. Terrible fill on that Bitcoin position. Either Nasdaq's going to make an order block here or it will reject off this. Oh, wait, never mind. There's only 2 seconds left. Yeah. All right, I'm not going long on Nasdaq here. I think it's going to fall. See gold. If gold inverts this guy. I think it might. In the next 20 seconds, we'll see. Okay, I'm actually going to close my Bitcoin position. The reason why I just closed it is it just inverted a bullish fair value gap after sweeping this 5-minute high. So for me, that's confirmation. And actually, If I catch it in time. That's a signal to go short on Bitcoin now. So that was basically a break-even trade. And now we're doing our third trade on Bitcoin here. Let me just set these up real fast. Okay. Okay. Sorry, there's a lot going on right now. This guy, we didn't get the best fill on here. Stop loss at this high. I might actually move stops to this high. I don't want to see gold go to back to that high. Okay. And then the last Bitcoin trade we have today is this guy here. To target at least this low. To 2R. Not bad trade. See if we can get that double on Bitcoin and gold here. Everything's been selling off this morning, so hopefully we can get it. The reason why I took this short on gold, price rejected off London high, and as soon as it hit into this liquidity, started pushing off also. Then on the 1 minute time frame, we got an inversion of this fair value gap. So hopefully this plays out. Hopefully we don't get stopped out here on this gold position, and that it keeps pushing down for us. But as of right now, I don't see anything that tells me otherwise that we should be going long on gold. It hasn't hit into any liquidity. It did hit into this premium of this range at London high. So hopefully it plays in our favor. All we can do is execute. Bitcoin is finally in profit on one of our trades. Stops have been moved down a little bit lower on Bitcoin here. We have this high that was formed after it broke structure on the 1 minute to the downside and breaking these lows. So I moved stops just a tiny bit there. Nothing crazy. As I don't want Bitcoin to return to that high. Man, the 1 minute time frame on gold doesn't look like it's going to play out nicely for us. Unless we get some kind of reaction right now. That sucks. Oh. Go to our trade tinker real fast.